Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft Season 6. Today we're starting off in the absolute gross mess that is my storage. I'm not kidding. This is what I live with. This is my life. When I try and go on here and try and start a project, I gotta be looking through all of these chests for the blocks that I need, and many times I just think to myself that I don't have the resources and I go and purchase it or I go and mine it. And I mean, it doesn't stop there. Over here in our sandy village we have some sort of a storage system in this building, I remember. Yes, we have this thing that I built, which basically is a little bit disoriented, but you open the chest, you press Q, and we get a box of whatever we selected, and then we can break it and it's put back in the system. Yeah, so we have that little storage system there with a little bit of resources. The other day I found out that I have actually got quite a bit of wood here. It's actually ridiculous how much wood I have, considering that I'm using Rendog's shop to purchase more all the time. But it doesn't stop there. It wouldn't be me if it stopped there, would it? Because we actually also made an attempt over here at the beautiful Sphinx to solve our storage system, and I like that I have rockets here, by the way. I was super inspired to do this project, which is basically a humongously big storage, automatic sorter system. And so we put this up over the course of an episode or two. It is actually, I've visited this before, it is actually fully functional at the moment. But I'm not using this. And not only do we have all of those storage systems, we also have Davy Jones' locker. We have the added vault in here. And this one is kind of designed to be more decorative. And I do have quite a bit of wood here as well. But as you can see, all in all, there are more things. There are stuff at the Wither Skeleton farm. There's stuff at my nether hub. I'm sure I have a few chests hidden here and there. All in all, it is a giant mess. And we didn't even visit the lab with all my shulker boxes. So this episode is kind of exciting for me because I want to build a new storage room, which is one of my favorite things to do in Minecraft. I've said that before. However, we're not going to make an automatic super sorter of doom. This is actually a shulker box loader. Oh, I forgot. I forgot that I built this thing. Okay. Yeah, I completely forgot that I built this thing. I'm gonna take it down though. I never used it. I wonder, do I have any shulker boxes in here? Did I use this once? I did not use this once. Yeah, I think, honestly, ooh, there's a lot of shulker boxes there. Hello. What? All of these are loaded? That's great news. I've completely forgotten about all of these shulker boxes. Okay, I honestly think, because I don't really want to use this system that we built. It's a little bit out of place. It's in the Sandy Kingdom where I've not been for a while. I honestly think that I should take this entire thing down. Now, I'm not going to focus on taking it down internally, but I am going to need a lot of resources for what I want to do, so salvaging this stuff is going to be great. I can't believe that I completely forgot that I built a shulker box loader. With all of these empty shulker boxes, I wonder, I can't help to wonder, but to how many shulker boxes do I have realistically? I must have so many shulker boxes, it must be crazy, because I know that I have maybe about 100 scattered around my base, and I also have another 100 uncrafted in my crafting kit in my ender chest. And yeah, this is great news. I'm really happy to find this. It's like the best mining session ever. I have decided that the original spot where we were going to build the mob farm is actually better off as a storage room. Right here down in the lab, because this is where I spend the most time at the moment. This is also very close to my base. We have a tunnel through the nether already up there. It takes less than a minute to get to the underwater base, which is great. And yeah, I just don't think after we built the wither skeleton farm, I just don't think that we need a mob farm. The only thing we would need would be gunpowder, but I wouldn't be opposed to buying that if I have everything else organized. So I think the very first thing that I gotta do is I'm gonna jump into my creative world and I'm gonna try and come up with a design for this storage room. Now keep in mind, I'm looking to build something that is gonna be different. I want it to be functional, good looking, small. Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge. Okay, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in my creative test world, and I've spent a few hours over here deciding what I think is maybe the perfect storage room any Minecraft survival player can have. Now that's obviously arguable, but I think this will work out great for us. Essentially, this storage room can hold a lot of items, and it has a lot of redstone to it to make sure that we can, and this is not the full storage room, by the way, this is just 5 slices, but to ensure that we can store a lot of items, and not only a lot of items, and not only auto sorting everything, we want to make sure that this is logically functional. Because I've spoken about this before, as a Minecraft player you want ease of access to things, and you don't want to have to run through tunnels and endless tunnels to get your storage stuff. If you have, say that I have concrete over here, and then 100 blocks away I got quartz, and I need those 2 for a project, that's inefficient. That is inefficient. So with this storage system here, I think I'm really happy actually. So let me show you how this works. My idea is the blocks that we keep having a lot of, such as diorite, cobble, all the mineable stone blocks plus stone bricks, and netherrack, dirt, gravel, sand, and packed ice. Packed ice specifically because of where I live. I have a lot of packed ice laying around. And possibly also things that we farm, such as melons and pumpkins, etc., if we want to store them in our storage system. For these items, I have shulker box loaders. And I will explain how this works. Basically, I have a pickup system in the floor here. Now, never mind the coloring, okay? This is just for my own head whilst I was building this. But I have a pickup system here in the floor, so I would come back to my base, and I would just dump all the automatic shulker box loaded items onto the floor, and underneath here I have hopper minecarts picking up the items. And as you can see, there's an elevator where things get shot up into this water stream, and then I just have one of these shulker box loaders. This is the one by Ilmango, the same one I use in the mine. And I modified it slightly because I have another function that I needed to have in order for this to be as survival friendly as possible. But basically this sorts out the different items, as you can see here, and they go into their own shulker box. And yeah, you've seen the system before if you've been watching my series. Whenever the shulker box fills up, it's going to load back and send it back into this chest over here. I then modified the shulker box loader slightly to include lights, and these lights are meant to be on if I'm out of a shulker box. And the idea in survival is, the biggest flaw with the shulker box loader is that you never really know when you run out of shulker boxes. We have that issue at the Guardian farm, I have that issue at my mine. I have to manually check if I have shulker boxes in the system, because without shulker boxes the whole system fails. So yeah, these lights are kind of warning lights. They will come on if I have no shulker box, and the way I did that is super simple. Back here where we have a comparator that compares the dispensers, which keeps the shulker boxes, I put a comparator down onto a torch, and I then did all of this. This is essentially an AND gate, and as long as one of these is lit, that's going to power this line, which powers the lights. And then I can simply, in survival, I have this little door here to access the back of this, and I can have a look which torch is on. And that, in this scenario, these 4 are all empty. But let's say that this one is on. I can then simply go here, and I've also added item frames, so I know what color shulker box I need to fill, and then fill them back up. Now in this case, I haven't actually put any comparators there, and that's why they're on. So in this example, all of them are actually filled up. But yeah, to fill these in survival, specifically when you have many, is kind of tough, and it's also tough to remember or know which one is which. Now moving on, I also have an output chest here, so if I ever throw something in that doesn't go in the shulker box loader, like for example pillar of quartz in this scenario, they will all end up in this chest here. And the idea with that is again function when I'm out and when I come back and I want to drop off things. I know personally that I will just drop a bunch of garbage on the floor that I can't be, like I want to empty my inventory. And with this system I have a storage for that so that I can pick it up and then sort it later. Because sorting is one of the parts of this storage system. You see on this wall here, and I don't know if this is going to be enough of chests, but I hope it will be, because I wanted to limit this as much as possible so I don't end up with a massive amount of manual labor. But here I'm planning on sorting all the different chests manually, like stuff like redstone dust, redstone lamps, signs, stairs, slabs, all of that stuff will organize on a single wall so that I can easily find it when I need it. And I think that's a lot better than running the 100 blocks back and forth to just find a slab. And yeah, I'm really excited about this. Look at this, guys. It's built on the Hermitcraft server. It looks absolutely ridiculous, the redstone for this thing, by the way. The one that I built in my creative world only had like 5 slices, but this has the whole thing. And the fact of the matter is I actually did this on stream together with a lot of you guys, so some of you may have already seen this, but it was a lot of fun. And I'm so freaking excited about this storage room. The shulker box loader is completely done, and as you can see, it's already packed up a few things. I have the input here in the floor. I decided to go full gray on the whole thing, but basically it should be around here somewhere. Oh no, I missed. I may have to mark it out. Where is it? Okay, there it is. There it goes. So that travels up there. It auto sorts. Everything seems to be functional here on the server, which is good news. I did a little bit of a change back here for the shulker box reloading system. I need to build this up properly though, and possibly I can't have that block there. I did lights here on the inside as well, so now if I were to be out of this shulker box, whatever this loads, this lights will turn off, and then I can just very easily from my position here, I don't have to go back and look at the torches. I'll see that immediately, and I think that was a great little feature. But I do want to work a little bit on the design of this thing, and I have an idea to use our necromancer walls here. So over here, I'm gonna try and close this up with slime blocks, and then we'll put our grid in front of it to make it that cool lighting effect that we have got going in the lab. Yes, I like that. I like that. I like how this is connected there. That looks pretty sick. And then I think I'll just continue this. I'll just have it. I wonder, do I have it a little bit longer here maybe? Yeah, that could look pretty cool. So we have a sea lantern stack over here as well. And then we make like a tunnel. The thing is that this storage room, we have to have a ceiling for. So somehow I have to transition this from being that tall to being that tall. I think that could work. It's gonna be it's gonna be weird from here though, but we could potentially do this and have, yeah, I kind of like that. And then we could have the grid go all the way over, or we could have something else in the background in the top there. Now that is looking fantastic. Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it. So the transition into here is decent. It's not bad. I do want to put something behind here because you can actually see the background. Hello, sugarcane. You can actually see the background, and I don't like that. So I'll put some dark block behind there, gray concrete. But from here, it looks really good. I am considering whether I want this to be darkened though, because if it's darkened, it's going to give a much cooler effect as you run in. The only problem with doing that is that we would have to have carpets on the floor, because or we could go with slabs, but that would look even weirder. But yeah, we need to block the mob spawns if we do that, and I'm not sure if I want to have a carpet there. It kind of looks a little bit odd. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. I mean, I'd have to get rid of the bird poop back there, but that could look pretty interesting as you see the bare bones of the stuff behind there. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll just go with a white thing. Maybe we'll go with a with a necromancer grid. Tell you what, you guys can let me know what you think down below in the comments, and I'll take a browse through those. We could also, yeah, we could like continue this thing so it wraps over, but I think if you use too much of this, it's gonna look weird. Right now, it's like the perfect amount, I feel. Okay, so one thing that I think will do a lot to this lab, well, one thing is obviously to clear out the shulker boxes now that we have that amazing storage room. But another thing that I really think will pop this place is to get rid of these torches on top and essentially block off all the other light sources. Now, we can't really straight up just do that, but we can get rid of these and put down carpet on top here. And I really don't think this is gonna make it look bad at all. I'm one of those people who don't really mind the carpet texture. It's not the best, but I think it can work out. And once again, just to remind everybody who doesn't know why I would do carpets, it's because it's mob proofing. So mobs in Minecraft cannot spawn on carpets. So you can have a darker area with mobs not able to spawn. And when we do that everywhere, it does get scarily dark in here, considering that we have villagers. But I really hope that there's no light level. Now let's get rid of this last piece in the center. Alright, and the benefit of doing this is that everything else is going to pop a lot more. Look at those walls. They pop a lot more. This necromancer wall right here pops a lot more. Oh, I love it. Yeah, that does a lot to the place. Obviously, I still have to clean up. Things are not cleaning themselves up. But I do like the idea of having the brighter lights wherever we have a point of interest. So like the carrot farm and the villager trading hall. I do think that's a good thing. I am super happy with how this turned out. It looks absolutely sick. I love it. I love it so much. And it gives a lot of... yeah, it makes a lot of sense to this area in the lab here. We still have to figure out what we put on top, if anything. I think the redstone is peaking up a little bit too much to put a big room in there. But we could have some potential farm up in there as well. But let me know down below in the comments, guys, what you think about this project taking shape. I'm so sold on this design. I think it's so cool. It's really, really cool with the grids and all of that stuff. Looks really, really high tech. But now we're going to move on. We have actually received an order. We've received an order from our mustache friend to buy 10 pickaxes out of us, or from us, for a total of 34 diamonds. 34 diamonds, and that includes a shulker box. So he's actually getting a really good deal, but I need the diamonds. So 10 pickaxes is this amount. And of course, the pickaxes he has ordered is not Unbreaking 3 and Efficiency 3. We need to make them Silk Touch, Mending, and Efficiency 5. That is the deal. He wanted every single one to be Silk Touch. So, luckily I have done a lot of emerald trading with my new pumpkin smasher. I think, yeah, this is filling up nicely again. Whew, holy smokes. By the way to do this when you make mega enchantments like this is always to try and combine the books first, and in the right order, because this is a lot cheaper than to put everything on the pickaxes separately. The delay in crafting these pickaxes are definitely the XP part of it. I'm running out of XP. I got 7 books made up, I think. But then I ran out of my 65 levels. So I have an idea for creating in the future, very soon, creating a new XP farm that's going to be in the lab. And it's going to be absolutely insane and different. I've seen some inventions lately, and I'm super excited about that. But for now, yeah, we're gonna have to deal with these guys. Okay, we got the 10 books, we got the 10 pickaxes. We're ready to do this. It's 14 levels per pickaxe, and to make him extra happy, we'll name them Subscribe to Mumbo. So I got all the pickaxes made up, 10 of them. And I'm just making sure I'm not missing anything. No, we're good. Luckily, Mumbo is online. Ridiculous without his mustache. But, Mumbo, were you still interested in buying 10 pickaxes? He is. Okay, good. Awesome. I will fly over. Polish up 34 diamonds. Hello, Mumbo.
Hello, how's it going?
Good. I'm flying into your base slowly. It's looking amazing, dude.
I'm glad that you like it. Yeah, it's coming along way better than I actually expected it to. It's looking pretty fancy these days.
It's coming along way
Whereabouts
better
are
than
you?
I expected it as well. I mean, it has a Bumbo Puponai. That thing is genius, whoever built
Yes.
that.
Thank you ever so much for building him. So is Bumbo Puponai his official name?
What was it that you called him? Escape-onai? Or
Bumbo Escape Onai, because he escaped the Bumbo. The Bumbo.
Dude, I
was
think
my-
that is, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot more. That's like poetic. It's poetic, dude. He
Well, yeah,
escaped
it's
the Bumbo.
it's a poetic build, that's for sure. When I saw it, yeah, I mean, it's right on top of the brain building as well. People call that the brain building because it
Yes.
kind of looks brainish.
Yes.
So I've got a Puponai on my brain, which
Oh,
I mean,
that's perfect.
it doesn't sound so good. It doesn't sound so healthy for me. Anyway,
Yes, I come with a delivery for you. So you were interested in a little bit of pickaxe action. Oh,
they are actually called subscribe to Mumbo, all bar one.
Yeah.
You missed one.
No, it's not a miss. It's like I wanted it to be special. I missed
Right.
one. I missed one.
You're a true salesman.
I'm sorry, that's annoying. But yeah. I also I watched every time you go on a mining session, you just break your pickaxes. Every
Yeah.
time.
That's why I need these.
Yes. Well, that would be 34
Well-
diamonds, sir.
They are in the mum box, and I gave you one.
Oh,
I gave you one
nice.
extra for the special one, I guess you could say.
Oh, so I could
thank you
have
ever so much for that.
earned a lot more then, or is it just because? Yeah, okay, fair enough. You get to keep the shulker box as well.
So I'm a bit confused because, okay, I'm gonna be honest. So these diamonds would have cost me 30 diamonds to make, right?
Yes.
And so I've only so you've only charged me 5 extra diamonds for all of these enchantments. Is that?
No,
How
no.
are you
The pickaxes would have been 30 diamonds. You're actually paying the 4 diamonds plus the tip for the shulker box, which in town would be at least 6 diamonds.
See, but I'm confused as to where you're getting these pickaxes from.
Well-
Surely you're not crafting them.
Well, I put them together, but I have a very good village trading center, let's say, and I'm buying a pickaxe and then I'm putting together the books on it. So, yeah, I didn't spend a single diamond. So this is all profit. And that's how you automate
That's
diamonds
amazing.
in vanilla Minecraft, if you play on a server.
That is absolutely. I'm very impressed by that. Well, yeah, I'm sold. This is this is gonna come in so handy. This is gonna last me at least 2.5 mining sessions, I would say.
That's yeah. Well, you know where to purchase more when you need them.
It's perfect. We're gonna be in business a lot, my friend. We are gonna be in business a lot.
Oh, I love it. I love it. It was really fun to do that trade with Mumbo. We actually hung out for a little bit, and I also showed him the wither skeleton farm, and he was very impressed. But I decided to not include that in my video because you guys have probably seen it before. If you are interested in seeing his reaction, which was quite hilarious, he was shocked. But if you're interested in seeing that, I do recommend going over to his channel and check out his video. It should be out around the same time as this video is out. But I thought it would be fitting finalizing this episode by showing you guys what I actually did in between 2 cutscenes there before I built the storage room. I went and I scavenged all of the materials in the Sphinx. So we now are left with this rather weird looking open sort of weird thing, and I don't know what I want to do with this. I'm not really super interested in this project at the moment anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But all in all, I think I counted to something like 5 stacks of comparators, 2 stacks of observers, a lot of repeaters, and I think we got 10 or so hoppers out of it. And that being said, there are even some hoppers left here that I will scavenge for sure. But yeah, I'm very, very happy with the fact that we didn't go with this idea. It was fun to build, don't get me wrong, and I hope that no one has like nostalgia because we didn't really use this room. A lot of people will... Oh yeah, by the way, it was over 10 stacks of chests, which came in great great handy when building the new one. But yeah, a lot of people will usually not like taking old projects down, but this project was never used and it was very, very expensive to build. So I'm kind of glad that I did get all my stuff back for it, if that makes sense. But anyway, dudes, that is going to do it for today. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button. And if you are brand new, consider subscribing. And I will see you dudes in the next episode.